Greetings fellow football fans, another week of the game from Japan in the bag and delivered straight to you. You can count on the J1 League Goal Zone to be in the thick of things, so let's kick this one off right away. Top of the table clash and a massive win for the champions. Frontale extended their lead to 6 points after a rout of second place Nagoya at the Toyota Stadium.
This ball in, oh it's a lovely goal! What a team goal that is! And what a start for Kawasaki Frontale.
Leandro Damião scored a first half brace and that puts him top of the scoring charts on 9 goals, tied with Anderson Lopez of Consadole Sapporo.
In by, oh Ilanga's ball! It's a beauty for Leandro. Oh, that's another chance and another goal! Leandro Damião, too easy again.
Despite conceding a league-low 3 goals over their first 12 games, Grampus met their match as the leaders carved open their defence like a sardine can. A 4-0 demolition and Kawasaki sitting pretty at the top on 35 points. On to round 12, the Marinos looking to extend their unbeaten run as they were due in the capital. While Osaka bragging rights were up for grabs, Cerezo and Gamba battling it out at the Yanmar Stadium. Starting off in Fukuoka, the hosts came into this fixture on a good run of form. Back-to-back wins and would be hoping for another one to move them further up the table. Their opponents, Urawa, who'd lost only once in their last 7, and will provide a stern test for the home side. Patrick Kinghorn as your commentary.
Gets it back to Shiji, and an early test that spilled, and the goal's in! Well, they may have a look at VAR, but Bruno Mendes has pounced in the 8th minute. I don't think the keeper can claim foul there, it's just a spill by Shusaku Nishikawa, and a dream start for Avispa Fukuoka. They've been on the back foot through the first 7.5 minutes, but Bruno Mendes gets his second goal in Avispa Fukuoka colours, and it was his own man that caused Nishikawa to spill that, not Bruno Mendes. He was clattered into by Akimoto, and Bruno Mendes pounced. The Kino could do nothing, and Avispa lead inside 9 minutes. Short, Sakine, lovely ball through from Sakine in the area. They've created the space for the shot, deflected, and a superb save by Murakami. He reacted brilliantly to that deflection. Had to track back and tip this over. Wonderful from Muto. And look at this shot, take a deflection off the diving leg of Tatsuki Nara, and the keeper responded brilliantly. Bruno Mendes up against Shibato, waiting for support. Bruno Mendes, only one man in the middle, but he might well find it! What a save! It would have been a goal of the season contender. Daiki Watari with the acrobatic bicycle kick from Bruno Mendes' cross. And Nishikawa, its save looks spectacular. We'll see on the replay just how spectacular it was. Yamanaka! Wonderful save again from Murakami. Hiroyuki Mei is going to latch onto this and get into the area. Hiroyuki Mei, can they get the shot away? Comes to Shigehiro. Shichi with the cross. Here's John Mary! Great save, but it's in! The Cameroonian gets his first goal in Japanese football, and it's wrapped the points up for Avispa. He's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes, and Nishikawa's beaten for the 2nd time. Wonderful control from John Mary, the shot on the turn, and I have to say, once Nishikawa gets something to that, he's simply got to keep it out. It was struck sweetly, but it wasn't struck with unparalleled venom. Yes, it was firm, but Nishikawa has come up with his 2nd howler of the match, one after 8 minutes and one with 5 minutes to go. John Mary has his opening goal in Japanese football, and Avispa Fukuoka have 3 points. They're going above the Urawa Reds tonight. Seconds away from their 5th clean sheet of the season, and there it is, a masterful display from start to finish by Avispa Fukuoka. They were 2nd best for large periods of the first half, but for all the Reds' possession, they created very little. It's finished here. Avispa Fukuoka 2, the Urara Reds 0.
No home wins for Sundai last season and still searching for their first win after 10 in the new campaign. They now faced an in-form Kashiwa side that had won their last 3 league games, a miserable run that looked set to continue for the hosts. The visitors were unable to get the early breakthrough. That chance from Kengo Kitazume saved by the goalkeeper. Into the second half now, and Vegalta's Rikiya Uehara tries from distance. Not too difficult for the keeper. But in the 68th minute, what a wonderful teasing ball in from Koji Hachisuka. Takuma Nishimura getting his head to the ball, and that puts Vegalta 1 up. And Nishimura almost provided Vegalta with a second 1 minute from the close. Ryoma Kida's shot saved. Tokyo were handed their third straight loss by Sagan last weekend, and a worrying run of form for the home side could be about to get worse as they had the Marinos in their house. The visitors had made it 9 league games without defeat and looked primed for another victory as they came to town. Here's Shazad Haq.
Work to do here for Elbert, but he will get there. Great work from him. Good pass, Juan Omari. Open goal here. The second time of asking. Ado Onaiwu, we almost scuffed it. That doesn't matter. Lovely move down that right-hand side. Elbert, the architect of that one. That is a superb goal. Ado Onaiwu continues his good form. Look at this ball. There's a lot to do here, Elbert. Getting past Omari far too easily. He looked across, didn't he, Ado Onaiwu, just to make sure the flag stayed down. Taja Maeda was also waiting to pounce, but very, very nicely done by Elbert. That just skips past the post, and the keeper scrambling a little bit. From all that far away, and that's their best chance so far. Here's Higashi, and that's a good header from Diego Oliveira that's tipped over from Takaoka, and probably now their best chance. He might feel a little disappointed with himself, Oliveira, that he didn't guide that a little wide of the goalkeeper. Now Marcos Junior, teasing ball in, Elbert can finish it off. What an excellent save that is by Gohatano, but another flowing move from Yokohama F. Marinos, starting again with Elbert. Excellent, isn't it? Lovely little touch on by Ado Onaiwu. That would have been a great goal. Really would have. Looking on Marcos Junior for Elbert. He's done well again, Elbert. He's got the best of Ogawa here. And Ado Onaiwu taps in again. A very similar type of goal. And it's, again, the fantastic work on the right-hand side by Elbert, who was surely second best against Ogawa, but somehow managed to get past him. Brilliant work. I think he's onside. I think he's level. There's no way he should be getting past so easily. Ogawa. And a little bit of luck in there. You've seen now the deflection from Ogawa. I think the cross, the original cross from Elbert, wouldn't have got to Ogawa, but the deflection did take it past the defender. And that is a very good goal. Space here for Marcos Junior. And another chance. Elbert, should be another tap in. It's all too easy, a hat-trick for Ado Onaiwu. And it's all come unstuck for FC Tokyo. And again, it's Elbert who plays an instrumental part in that. Tokyo are all over the place. Ado Onaiwu will rightly get the plaudits for the hat-trick. But again, those are all easy finishes, ones you'd expect anyone to make, really. Elbert in a great position there. He went for goal himself. Onaiwu smashing in. Lovely pass there from Marcos Junior. Shot was on. Unfortunately for Hatano, his save falling straight to Ado Onaiwu. days behind him, but he's certainly made an impression, Leandro. They'll need some of his guile if they want to get anything out of this game. Unlikely. Here's Albert. Oh! Now, was he going for goal himself? I think he was, rather than passing that to Maeda, shaking his head. I think he was going for goal rather than giving that to Maeda. And that should well be the last part of this game. 5 minutes, and the referee mercifully calls time on FC Tokyo, who have been outplayed, particularly in the second half. That man there, Ado Onaiwu, with the hat-trick. Final score then, it's FC Tokyo 0, Yokohama F. Marinos 3.
3 successive draws for Kobe had put them back into the top 5, and bolstered by the return of Andres Iniesta on the bench, they welcomed Sanfrecce, a side that had been winless in their last 4. Slack defending let Sanfrecce down in the 11th minute. The long ball played forward to Kyogo Furuhashi, and he just manages to squeeze in the first goal of the game. But 6 minutes later, the visitors almost found an equaliser. Junior Santos drawing a fine save from Daya Maikawa. But it wasn't long before Furuhashi was the recipient of another fine pass, this time from Sergei Sampa. That made it 2-0 25 minutes in. And just 6 minutes later, a near-post corner went through a whole pack of bodies, finding Yuya Nakasaka, and that's 3-0 to Kobe. Into the second half, and Junior Santos opens up his body looking for a consolation goal, but Maikawa equal to it. Furuhashi had been the danger throughout for Vissel Kobe. Looking for his hat-trick, he touches the ball to one side, but he's shot straight at the goalkeeper, Kaisuke Osako. 3-0 it finished. That means Furuhashi is at the top of the goal-scoring charts in a 3-way tie. Time for a break, plenty of drama still to come in the Osaka derby when we come back. This is the J1 League Goal Zone, nothing short of goals to keep you in the mix, and one of them a candidate for goal of the season. Let's get down to it. Sagan continued their impressive run of form with back-to-back victories against Tokyo and Nagoya. Armed with the best defence in the league, they hosted Tokushima, and a win looked to be on the cards once again. 6 minutes before the half-time break, and across from the right, Nanase Ino finding Keita Yamashita, who rather snatched at his shot. Goalless to this point in the 44th minute, lovely piece of close control from Taisei Miyashiro, but he couldn't apply the appropriate finish. Into the second half now, Sagan on the attack. Yuta Higuchi finds Yamashita, whose right-footed shot puts the home team 1-up. Their second goal came 20 minutes later, perhaps more through good fortune than good skill. Kea Sento credited with that one. And the home team had a chance to round things off. Daiichi Hayashi! The only team left without a win this season, Yokohama, had a huge mountain to climb as they faced Kashima. The visitors hadn't lost in 8 games in all competitions and would have no problems, theoretically, dispatching their struggling hosts. 9 minutes in, Yokohama pick up a loose ball in the opposition's penalty area. Maguinho's header not quite on target. Kashima then benefited from a less than perfect cross, a less than perfect shot, and Ryohei Shirazaki managed to head home to put them 1-up. In time added on for first half stoppages, Araki looked to be going nowhere before being brought down by Masakatsu Tashiro. Penalty, said the referee. Shomodoi stepped up, saved by Yuji Rokotan, but he follows up with the rebound. 20 minutes into the second half and a great chance for Yokohama. Yosuke Matsuo hits the ball first time and it caroms off the crossbar. From the corner with 10 minutes left, Koki Machida, a very committed run, avoiding the punch to the face from the goalkeeper, and that makes it 3-0. 5 minutes left and Moguinho goes close here, almost hitting his head on the post. Bravery or stupidity, I'll leave that to you, but either way, Kashima win this one by 3-0. Just one win to show for Owita after their poor start to the season. They face an equally woeful opponent in Shimizu. The visitors were winless in 7 and had only won 2 games in their campaign so far. With both sides in similarly poor form then, that meant a contest that could swing either way. Here's Shazad Haq.
Again, Callis is given away. Lovely bit of individual play. Thiago Santana wanted the ball. Cut back to him from Yuito Suzuki. Seems to be in 2 minds here. Kobayashi! And that's been the best chance of the game. Nagasawa's ball. His shot rather well saved by Shuichi Gonda. Oh, and another opportunity. It's gone in. It has worked its way in. Well, I wasn't sure whether there might have been some obstruction of the keeper. Machida is claiming it. And let's see if VAR will have a look. I think I saw him get a little touch on before that. No one did there. I'm not really sure. Machida touched it. Let's have a look again. I think that came off Suzuki. It might even be an own goal. Didn't he even touch the ball there? Another angle. He did get something on it in the end. Machida, the man who scored 2 goals last week, has now scored another. He's their top scorer with 4 this season. Here's Alcinho. Still going. Still Alcinho. Oh, no one can put a finishing touch, can they? And that's into the side netting. The new man in, Nishizawa. What a run there from Alcinho. It seemed like he was going to get rid of the ball. Nishizawa just sails over the head of the big man there. Lillipop does enough. And that is it. Absolute delight for the home crowd here. And it's because for the first time this season, Owita Trinita have won at home in any competition. The final score at the Showa Denko Dome, it's Owita Trinita 1, Shimizu S-Pulse 0.
2 sides hovering over the drop zone, with the hosts Shonan having won only once in their last 9. With 8 of those 9 having ended in draws, they now had an opportunity to shoot for a win as they played an inconsistent Consadole side, still unable to find their feet after 10 games. Mark Richmond has your commentary.
Takes it deep. Oh, very close, but they still can't find the back of the net. Tanaka on the outside, being used. Tanaka back inside to Kaneko. Straight at goal, didn't carry enough power. And the last piece of action could have been the first goal at the 11th Gas Stadium. They've gone short. Saved by the goalkeeper, it's put into the back of the net, but it's offside. Miyazawa right in front of goal was in an offside position when that shot was taken. We have to give credit to the goalkeeper, which was a very good save in the first place from Suga's attempt. Back into space right now for Ogashiwa. Still Ogashiwa, left the ball behind him, still kept it alive and set it up. On Fukai, Chana tip. Yanagi, 2 big men inside the penalty box, still waiting for a good delivery, including Edison Lopez. Ball in front of him, had to glance it. Chanatin with an opportunity to run at the defense right now. Anderson Lopez waiting for the delivery. Anderson Lopez wants the ball inside. Anderson Lopez finds some space. Well, the net finally is bulged, but it's the side netting all along. Wellington went for the spectacular. Didn't turn out right. Yeah, for a long time came crashing on the crossbar, and finally, well, Sugino's right there and still there, and finally claims the ball. Well. It was a goalmouth medley of epic proportions, and it almost resulted in Shonan Belmare's first goal at home in the J-League in the longest of times. Another corner that's teasingly inside the box. It's brilliantly saved by the goalkeeper, who was so brave in coming out for that. Kept and put right back into the mix. Taken away by Shuta Tanaka. It's a chance for the goal, and I think they've got it. Offside call. Second goal which has been ruled out because of the offside flag. Chanatin. Lopez plays it in behind, asking Douglas to run onto it. That might be the last piece of action. It will be as a referee blows a whistle. It's a repeat of the scoreline last year when these two sides met at the Lemon Gas Stadium. It's a repeat of the last 3 matches featuring Shonan Belmare in this stadium. 0-0 the final score.
On to the Osaka derby between one side pushing into the top 3 and another that had won just once so far, sitting in the drop zone. Despite a strong finish to the previous season, Gamba have certainly struggled in this campaign, having only found the net once in 7 games. 5 minutes in, Cerezo on the attack, Yoshito Okubo with a hint of handball, but in any case the linesman judged him to have been offside. 4 minutes later and Okubo has another chance, this time though well saved by Higashiguchi. 5 minutes later at the other end of the field, the corner comes into the far post. Shinya Yajima gets the final head to it, but again ruled offside. No goals so far, but the chance is coming thick and fast. Hiroshi Kiyotake from outside the box. Higashiguchi saving again. Midway through the first half and Gamba beat the offside track. Yajima with the shot, Kim Jin-hyun getting his leg in the way. It was turning into a winning afternoon for goalkeepers. Higashiguchi saving again, this time from Nayuki Fujita. 4 minutes from the break and Yuya Fukuda uses his hand to deny the cross. VAR called in and a penalty is given. Yuta Toyokawa stepping up, off the inside of the post and out for a goal kick. Finally, the breakthrough came with 16 minutes left. Motohiko Nakajima's right-footed shot may well have taken a deflection. Either way, the ball was buried into the top corner and Cerezo 1-0 up. Now with just 8 minutes left and Gamba on the attack, Cerezo's Adam Taggart handles the ball in the penalty area. Patrick steps up and makes no mistake, slamming that one home. The Osaka derby ends all square. Big win for Avispa as they defeated Urawa for the first time since 1999, and another first, finally a win and a first one at home for Vegalta since November 2019. Second hat-trick of the season, courtesy of Onaiwu, and with that, the Marinos take another win. Third victory in a row for Tosu, and Owita get their first win in 9 with a 1-0 victory over Shimizu. Kawasaki proving to be unstoppable once again this season then, still undefeated and sweeping aside every team in their path. Sagan keeping up their good form, stay in third, just 3 points behind Nagoya. Avispa continue to make good progress up the table, sitting in 7th. A first win for Sendai, not yet quite good enough to see them move upwards, but Yokohama will be glad to have them for company once again, having looked destined to make a home for themselves at the bottom, the only team yet to win in this campaign. Thanks for keeping us company here on the J1 League Goal Zone. My name's Steve Dawson, and we'll see you next time.